Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 6. Lenny always led with quiet strength, spoke with wisdom, and inspired those around him to be better, on and off the court. Lenny Wilkens, a beloved figure in the basketball world, passed away peacefully at 88. Known not only for the games he won, but for the lives he touched, Wilkens' influence spanned generations. As a point guard, he dazzled fans for 15 seasons with skill, poise, and unselfishness. A 9-time NBA All-Star and the 1971 All-Star Game MVP, he left the court ranked second all-time in assists. His play style combined vision and heart, always putting the team first. He made history again as a coach. Leading teams for over 3 decades, he amassed 1,132 wins, once the most in NBA history. His greatest triumph came with the Seattle SuperSonics, guiding them to their lone NBA title in 1979. He later coached a young U.S. team to Olympic gold in Atlanta and served on the legendary 1992 Dream Team coaching staff. What set Lenny apart was more than numbers or trophies. He was a mentor, a leader, a calm voice in the chaos. Players respected his fairness. Coaches sought his advice. Fans admired his grace. He remains the only person named both one of the NBA's 50 greatest players and one of its greatest coaches. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame not once but 3 times, for his playing career, his coaching achievements, and as a part of the Dream Team. But beyond basketball, Lenny Wilkens was a giver. Through the Lenny Wilkens Foundation, he helped raise millions for children's health care in Seattle. He believed fame was a responsibility, to lift others, to open doors, to give back. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver remembered him as a pillar of integrity and a true ambassador for the game. Fans and colleagues around the world are mourning this enormous loss. Lenny Wilkens passed from natural causes. He is survived by his family, who ask for privacy during this time. His legacy, built on excellence, humility, and heart, will live on in every player he coached, every child his foundation helped, and every fan he inspired. Tributes to Lenny Wilkens. Number 5. She believed stories could heal, that words could bridge hearts. Those were the words a longtime friend used to describe Anna Sandor, writer, mentor, and quiet force behind some of the most moving moments in film and television. Anna passed away peacefully at the age of 76. She had been living with a long-term illness, facing it with the same strength and honesty she brought to every script she wrote. Born in Budapest and raised in Canada, Anna's life was shaped early by change, resilience, and curiosity. She began as an actress but discovered her true voice behind the scenes. In her mid-20s, she started writing and never stopped. Her work touched millions. From the Emmy-winning Miss Rose White to the beloved Canadian sitcom Hangin' In, Anna's scripts carried depth and purpose. She drew from real emotion, blending compassion with clarity. Audiences and critics alike felt the truth in her stories. She earned 3 Humanitas Prizes, a Writers Guild of America Award, the Gemini Award, and multiple Emmy nominations. Yet those closest to her remember more than her awards. They remember her sharp wit, generous spirit, and fiery commitment to lifting others, especially new writers navigating their first steps. When she moved to the United States in the late 1980s, her storytelling kept evolving. Projects like Amelia Earhart, The Final Flight, and My Louisiana Sky proved she could bring history and family to life with uncommon grace. A quiet leader in a noisy industry, Anna was a mentor to many, always offering encouragement mixed with honesty. Her advice was treasured. So too was her humor, optimism, and deep belief in the power of narrative to change lives. Following her passing, fellow writers and creators flooded social media with memories, many calling her a personal compass and creative light. One tribute read simply, "She gave us courage, not just in writing, but in being ourselves." Though she chose to keep her personal circle private, the love she gave to others is known across generations of storytelling. Anna Sandor's work remains a guidepost. Her legacy lies not just in what she created, but in the way she helped others find their voice. Tributes to Anna Sandor. Number 4. His presence lit up every space, on set or backstage, a fellow actor once said. You always felt seen around Jonathan. Jonathan Pienaar, at 63, passed away peacefully after a short illness. His warm voice, sharp wit, and generous spirit touched audiences and colleagues alike for over 40 years. Born in Johannesburg and trained in drama at Pretoria Technikon, Jonathan poured himself into his craft from the start in 1985. His range was unmatched, moving effortlessly from Shakespearean theater to thrilling international dramas. To many around the world, he'll be remembered through powerful roles in films like Blood Diamond, Catch a Fire, and Skin. On television, he brought depth to global hits like Troy, Fall of a City, and Deutschland 86, while leaving a strong mark in homegrown productions such as The Lab, Yizo Yizo, and Hopeville. In theater, he made audiences laugh, reflect, and sometimes cry through shows like Ubu for President and My Brother Parks. His one-man stand-up and musical performances, such as Story of an African Chicken, blended humor and humanity in a way only he could. Jonathan wasn't just a performer, he was a guide. Young actors recall his advice between takes, his quick encouragement before curtain call. He mentored many with patience, heart, and honesty. Behind the scenes, he was a writer and a talented voice actor. His role in the animated story The First Christmas showcased his skill for bringing emotion to life with only his voice. Every role he played gave something real, something true. He was nominated for several awards, including a supporting actor nod for Dollar Pole Plus White Pipes. But his greater legacy lies in the trust he earned from peers and the admiration from those who watched him work. He is survived by his wife, actress Deirdre Wolhuter, and deeply mourned by friends, collaborators, and the entire artistic community. Jonathan may have taken his final bow, but the stories he told and the lives he touched remain. Tributes to Jonathan Pienaar. Number 3. He was a warrior in every sense, whose fights inspired and whose story reminds us of the challenges athletes can face both on and off the stage. These words echo through the halls of MMA gyms across Brazil and beyond, remembering Godofredo Pepey Castro in both his triumphs and trials. His journey, full of wild flurries, flying submissions, and fierce heart, made him a fighter few could forget. Born in Fortaleza, Pepey started fighting professionally at just 16. From a local standout to stepping into the fierce arena of the Ultimate Fighter, Brazil, he captured attention with a style that was both unpredictable and beautiful. His ability to turn a bout around with one explosive moment made fans hold their breath every time he entered the cage. Pepey's run in the UFC included 11 fights. Victories with flair, a flying knee knockout of Noad Lahat, a flying triangle to sub Andre Fili, showcased his love for creative combat. With 14 wins, most by submission or knockout, he fought like he lived, all or nothing. But behind the bright lights, his journey was not without struggle. In recent years, Godofredo faced legal battles and personal hardships. Held in a Florida prison in 2025, he was found unresponsive in his cell, having passed away at the age of 38. Initial reports suggest suicide. His death shocked the fighting world and saddened the tight-knit MMA community. Pepey's influence extended far beyond the cage. Up-and-coming fighters in Brazil saw in him a bold path, a reminder that with heart and skill, greatness was within reach. Fans loved his fearless approach, while peers respected his ground game and heart under fire. Pepey was a true original, one former training partner posted online. Whether winning or losing, he gave everything. He is survived by his wife, Samara Melo, and his family in Brazil, who mourn the man behind the fighter. Though gone too soon, Pepey's legacy remains. His fights live on in highlights, his spirit in every bold grappler who dares to take risks. Even in the hardest moments of his story, there is something to learn about courage, redemption, and resilience. Tributes to Godofredo Pepey. Number 2, he had a voice that could light up a hall, and a presence that made every fan feel like a friend. That's how many remember Danny Mayers, not just for the power of his vocals, but for the way he made people feel. Mayers, who passed away in November 2025 at the age of 77, was the heart and soul of the Deltones during some of their most exciting years. When he joined the band in the early 80s, he didn't just step into a role. He helped breathe new life into an Australian rock and roll legend. With albums like Bop Till Ya Drop and Tickled Pink, Mayers brought a fresh energy to the group. He guided the Deltones through vibrant tours and chart success, connecting with young fans while holding on to longtime admirers. His voice became the soundtrack to memories shared in dance halls and family cars across the country. Danny's career wasn't limited to one band or one stage. Even during breaks from the Deltones, he kept performing, supporting local artists, and taking part in community shows. He still brought the same joy, the same spark. Colleagues often remarked on his warmth backstage and his sheer dedication. Danny had this way of lifting everyone around him, said a longtime bandmate. He gave his all every night, not for the spotlight, but for the music. He died peacefully after an illness, surrounded by love. Details around services have not been made public at this time. Danny is survived by his family, whose privacy is being respected. But he's also survived by the thousands of fans who sang his songs and the many performers he inspired. To the Australian music community, Danny Mayers wasn't just an artist. He was a torchbearer for rock and roll tradition, a trusted friend on and off the stage, and a reminder of what passion looks like in motion. His rhythm lives on in every chorus, every encore, and every voice that sings along. Tributes to Danny Mayers. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Here's a story that reminds us just how special Hollywood's golden era truly was. Beloved actress Sally Kirkland, now 84, has entered hospice care as she faces dementia, marking a gentle pause in a remarkable journey that touched so many lives. From her early days in New York's vibrant theater scene, Sally became a Hollywood treasure, appearing in over 250 films and television shows across more than 60 years. Many remember her Oscar-nominated role in Anna, which also won her the Golden Globe and a place in our hearts. She stood out not just for her powerful performances in classics like JFK and Bruce Almighty, but also for her work as an acting teacher and mentor to rising stars. Beyond the camera, Sally was dedicated to helping others, championing women's health and sharing inspiration through art and activism. Her legacy is one of passion, resilience, and kindness. As we send our thoughts to Sally and her loved ones, let's celebrate the joy she brought to screens big and small, and the inspiration she gave to actors and audiences everywhere. Sally Kirkland's star, built on talent and heart, will shine on for generations to come. News 2. If you ever needed proof that a life can take an uplifting turn, just look at Jenna Jameson. At 51 years old, the former Las Vegas star who once captivated screens around the world is now making headlines for her remarkable journey of faith and transformation. Jenna recently shared that she's getting baptized, hoping her story will inspire others to find hope and connection through faith in Jesus. For many, Jenna is best known for her past in the adult film industry, a chapter she speaks of candidly, never shying away from the challenges she faced or the lessons she's learned along the way. Now she's dedicating herself to helping others, speaking openly about how sobriety and spiritual growth have brought new purpose and healing into her life. Jenna's journey isn't just one of personal redemption, it's about reaching out, spreading kindness, and using her platform to show that no one is ever beyond a fresh start. As she continues to share her faith and recovery story, Jenna Jameson stands as a reminder that it's never too late for a new beginning, and that hope can truly shine at any stage in life. News 3. Let's take a moment to celebrate the remarkable love and resilience shown by legendary entertainer Jay Leno and his wife Mavis. At 74, Jay has devoted himself to caring for Mavis, now 77, as she bravely faces dementia, a journey that's touching hearts all around the country. The couple, together for over 4 decades, has always inspired fans with their genuine affection and enduring partnership. Now, Jay's unwavering devotion to Mavis shines even brighter, reminding us all of the deep power of loyalty, patience, and compassion. As Jay tenderly supports Mavis through her health challenges, their story stands as a heartfelt example of love in action. Older Americans especially cherish stories like this, where kindness and commitment overcome adversity. Jay and Mavis will be remembered, not only for their public achievements but for this gentle, inspiring chapter, proof that true love can help us weather life's toughest storms and bring hope to families everywhere. News 4. Let's take a moment to celebrate the life of Anna Kepner, a remarkable 18-year-old from Titusville, Florida, whose light touched so many. Anna had just graduated high school and was eagerly looking ahead, having recently taken her test to join the military, a testament to her courage and spirit. Friends and family remember her as a happy, bubbly presence, always ready to lend a hand, especially volunteering in her grandparents' community. Anna's story reminds us of the power of kindness and dedication even in someone so young. As those who loved her honor her memory, Anna will be remembered for her bright future and her generous heart, leaving a legacy of inspiration that will not be forgotten. News 5. Let's take a moment to recognize the inspiring resilience of Davina McCall, the much-loved television presenter who's touched so many hearts over the years. At 58, Davina recently faced breast cancer after discovering a very small lump during a routine check. Thanks to early detection, doctors performed a successful lumpectomy, and she's set for a short course of precautionary radiotherapy in January. Throughout, Davina's attitude has remained incredibly positive. She's even described these challenges as life-changing moments, reminding everyone how important it is to listen to your body and get checked. This isn't Davina's first health hurdle. Just last year, she bravely underwent brain surgery to remove a rare, benign tumor, sharing her story openly to encourage others. Surrounded by loved ones, she's made a remarkable recovery, continuing to spread joy and encouragement through her work and advocacy. As we reflect on Davina's journey, let her story be a loving prompt for all of us to take care of ourselves, cherish every day, and reach out for support when we need it. Her courage and openness are truly a gift, and she'll continue being remembered not just for her television legacy, but for inspiring others to live boldly and with hope. News 6. Neighbors in Chickamauga, Georgia are coming together to remember John Milliken III, a devoted teacher and coach at Lafayette High School, whose life was tragically cut short in a house fire early Sunday morning. John, just 41 years old, dedicated himself not only to teaching but also to inspiring young athletes on the football field. His wife, Heather, also a beloved teacher at Lafayette Middle School, and their 2 young children, ages 3 and 8, bravely escaped the fire and are now receiving care for their injuries. The cause of the fire remains under investigation, but the warmth and generosity of the Milliken family have become a beacon for their community in this difficult time. As neighbors, former students, and friends share their memories, it's clear John's impact will remain a source of strength and inspiration for years to come. This Georgia community stands united, wrapping the Milliken family in love and support, honoring a legacy built on service, kindness, and unwavering commitment to others. News 7. Sudbury, Massachusetts has lost a true spark of inspiration with the unexpected and peaceful passing of Haley McNeff at age 37. Haley was a national bodybuilding champion, respected fitness influencer, and dedicated life coach, someone whose boundless energy touched everyone she met. Raised in Concord, Massachusetts, Haley was a lifelong athlete, showing her skills in equestrian sports, diving, and skiing, long before taking the bodybuilding stage by storm. After graduating from UMass Amherst, she went on to earn state bodybuilding titles in Maryland and Delaware, even appearing in the documentary Raising the Bar, where she famously spoke about her never-ending determination and her love for her craft. Haley's quick wit and sense of humor brightened every room, and friends recall her as someone who made everyone feel welcome and valued. Beyond her athletic achievements, she pursued a graduate degree in psychology, always seeking to understand and uplift others. Haley's memory will live on in her family, friends, and the many whose paths she influenced. Her legacy of hard work, positivity, and unwavering support for others is a reminder to us all. Cherish each day and never stop lifting up those around you. News 8. We're reflecting tonight on a somber moment that's touched hearts across the globe. A woman and a child tragically lost their lives after falling into a creek in Australia. Details remain gentle out of respect, but the incident has reminded many of the strength found in community and the precious value of every life. As friends and family gather to honor these lives, their love and memories carry forward, inspiring us to hold a little closer to the ones we cherish. In these moments, it's the unity and compassion among neighbors that shine brightest. Let's continue to honor their legacy by uplifting those around us and looking out for each other every day. News 9. What a remarkable journey ends today for rock and roll legend Ace Frehley, best known as the iconic guitarist from Kiss. At age 74, Ace passed away peacefully, leaving music fans everywhere remembering his unforgettable riffs and magnetic stage presence. From the streets of New York City to sold-out arenas across the globe, Ace enchanted generations with his wild guitar solos and signature style, wearing the famous spaceman costume that inspired millions to pick up their own instruments. While we gently acknowledge his passing, it's the infectious energy and joy he brought to every performance that truly stands out. His contributions to classic albums still fill our hearts with nostalgia and motivate new musicians every day. Tonight, let's celebrate Ace Frehley's incredible legacy, a life filled with music, laughter, and a worldwide family of fans who will always keep the spirit of rock alive. Number 1. Even in silence, his voice remained unforgettable. Abhinay wasn't just heard, he was felt. Through every performance, every dubbed line, and every heartfelt scene, he brought characters to life with his unique depth and warmth. He first burst onto screens as Vishnu in the coming-of-age film Thuluvado Ilamai. That breakout role introduced a bold new talent to Tamil cinema. Audiences quickly connected with his sincerity and screen presence. From lead roles in Junction and Pun Megalai to his comedic timing in Valavanuku Pulum Ayudam, Abhinay's range earned him fans across South India. He worked in over 15 films across Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu, and Kannada, always choosing roles that spoke to him as an artist. Beyond acting, he was a gifted dubbing artist. His voice gave power and personality to stars like Vidyut Jamwal in Thupaki and Anjan, and Milan Soman in Paya. He became the voice that audiences didn't always see, but never forgot. Born in Chennai into a family deeply rooted in cinema, Abhinay carried forward the artistry of his mother, acclaimed actress T.P. Radhamani. After her passing in 2019, he faced difficult years. He spoke openly about his struggles, emotional and financial, and his courage during those times touched many hearts. In recent times, though battling liver disease, Abhinay remained honest, humble, and hopeful. His courage drew support from the community, including a gesture from television host KPY Bala, which gave him comfort and strength. At just 44, Abhinay Kinger's journey ended too soon. He passed away due to complications from liver disease in Chennai. His loss is felt deeply, not only because of his talent, but because of who he was: resilient, kind, and true to his art. Actor Vivek Krishna shared, "Abhinay never looked for fame, he looked for meaning. And in doing so, he left behind a legacy nothing can erase." For his colleagues, his friends, and the fans who followed his work, his memory will live on through the stories he helped bring to life. His voice, his smile, and his performances will continue to echo across time. Tributes to Abhinay Kinger. "She always brought a touch of grace to every scene, and you felt it," a fellow actor once said of Betty Harford. That grace defined her life, on screen and off.